It takes 25 to get them good, so we're working on it. But we have a fucking
Hold on.
a treat for you.
How is your life been?
How was your day?
Hold on. No, you're jumping the gun. Okay.
I said we had a treat. I didn't say come in. I just said we had a treat.
You're just trying to jump ahead and get that cum cookie. But anyway, the real thing is, how have you been doing?
I don't know.
Not good, huh?
Decent. Been around you a lot. Decent. I've been good. You know, I've been living life. L-I-V-I-N, as you should. So would you? How's your life going?
It's going well. You know what I mean? I started eating better food. Take myself out to sushi, tacos every single night. You know what I mean? And I'm starting to really take care of my health. Going to the doctor and all this sort of stuff. It's really good for me. So
do you wanna?
Yeah, Cade's kind of jumped the gun here, you know what I mean? Because he's a perpetual line stepper. But
those weren't words.
He is a habitual fucking person that comes in and jumps the gun. So I would like to introduce our good friend and sort of camera guy, Rain Howe. Welcome into the podcast, Rain.
Howdy.
This is a new scene. We're just getting things up and coming, you know what I mean?
Okay, so how do you feel? This is our first guest.
Well, first time I'd like to say I'm glad to hear that my health is rising. I'm worried about you
Yeah.
a little bit.
Thank you.
It's
No.
really, he's come a long way. So good
I
job,
mean,
you know.
comes a long way from eating sewer grams.
From 120 to 125, you know. Good job, man.
It's a lot. Especially
135, thank you very much.
Yeah, Simon came up to me the other day and he's like, you know, I'm 5'6" now. I'm like, oh, good job. I'm so proud.
So, how does it feel to be the first person on the podcast? I know that this is kind of an exclusive thing, and not a lot of people get to do something like this, especially in such a high-tech setup. You know,
do you feel special in our little?
Jealous of everyone else?
Yeah, I do. Honestly.
You know what I mean? It's a new appreciation for World War I because this podcast is basically brought to you out of Auschwitz.
No, that's not Wow. Okay.
It's a comedy podcast. What the fuck do you expect me to do?
I don't
We're
know.
just gonna interview this guy.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna bring up some shit, but you know, I think we should talk about. Let's bring up some childhood traumas. What have you?
Let's start with Rain. Yeah.
What's your get down? What happened that was fucked up, but it's funny. You know, you can laugh on slightly.
Ooh. I don't know. Someone else go first on that. Maybe.
No, you gotta go first.
This is our fucking show.
Yeah, dude, you're in the hot seat. You're in the hot seat right now. All right. There is hundreds of thousands of people listening to you.
We told you the questions beforehand.
Come on, this was all scripted and planned out. The fuck are you doing?
Well, my mother was an alcoholic.
Not funny.
Wah wah. That's not very good. All right.
Were you ever attacked by a large animal of sorts?
No.
All right. Okay, well, I'll go. I killed a duck with a rock on accident.
Please explain, elaborate this
Okay,
story.
so I was out camping with my family one evening. And, well, not one evening. It was like 5-night, 7-night camping. But I was throwing rocks at these ducks, and my grandma was like, Simon, quit throwing rocks at those ducks. And I was like, I'll throw all the rocks at these ducks I want. I was probably about 10 years old. Too at the time of this story, and she was like, "You seriously stop fucking throwing rocks at those ducks? I'm gonna get you in trouble. You're not gonna be able to go out and fucking do whatever." And I was like, "Fine, I won't throw rocks in front of ducks, or I won't throw rocks at ducks in front of you then." And I waited until she went to bed one night, and me and my cousin were walking along the shoreline, and we were right next to a big bunch of rocks, and I picked up a big rock, threw it right at a duck, hit it hard enough to sink the duck underwater. And the duck popped up, and it was quacking, and it appeared that only one of its legs worked. And it spiraled out all the way into the lake, into the middle of the, all the way out into black where I couldn't see it. And after that, I realized my grandma was right. You shouldn't be throwing rocks at ducks. And I don't do that like that. But yeah, it was a hard lesson to learn as a 10-year-old, but I'm glad I did.
This
now you, Cade.
So much a I mean, I got a couple. One's not so much a trauma, but it is pretty fucking funny. When my sibling, my sister, the middle child, was first being born, I was about 4, and they asked me what we should name, her. And being the fucking logical person I am, first thing that came to head was that we should name her Boney Cack, because
Bony
you know,
cack.
bony cack. That's what you do.
I think of caulking, which is such a
I
fluid
still today
thing.
didn't know what the fuck that meant, and I never will. But that's how my sister got her name, Bony Cack Baby. You know, she gets bullied a lot, but I tell her, you know, it's part of the family.
You know, I know, and going to high school with you, it was actually really hard, you know, being your friend and all this stuff sometimes, because your sister being bony cack, it was just, you know, there's thousands of jokes to make about that. Am I right, or am I right?
No, one. Not one.
And, he pulled me aside one day, and he was like, hey, listen, dude, it's my little sister and you're my best friend, and I did this to her, and I was like, alright, I won't make fun of her, but only because you did it to her. And that was the compromise.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Every bit.
It was good. It was a good time. And then I got accused for fucking
Rape?
No, not rape. School shooting though. But that was then. This is now. There's gotta be a lot of cuts in this one, or this one might not see the light of day.
I will say there are. So there's another one that I have. That's more of a trauma.
This one is this one already ruined?
No.
I think so.
We're like, I think. Should we just start fresh?
We gotta start fresh. You guys caught me off guard with that trauma joke, and I just think it needs to be deleted. It's bad.
I don't think we should run off any of this material. We should start fresh.
We do. I'm sorry.
With what material? Okay, fine.
Stand up.
Fine.
This is good. What you mean stand up?